Hey Kubos, what's up? Final here. Today, Final Fantasy Talk, and today we're going to talk about the next gen of Final Fantasy. I'm Final, your Kupo, your Kupos, I don't know, but hey, I'm your Koopa Final, and today what we're going to talk about is next gen of Final Fantasy, and we're getting really close to it, and we've been getting actually news from Square Enix about Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts 3. And basically what they're saying right now for Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, that they are finally picking up the pace for Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what they're mainly working on right now. And it makes sense because all they have to do for Light Returns and Final Fantasy X HD is put English dub in it. And that's, you know, it's pretty hard. Well, not pretty hard, but, you know, it takes time to do that. So, but it's not as much time as making a game itself. So basically, they're working hard on Final Fantasy 15. They gave us an update of what's been going on. Final Fantasy 15, really don't know when the release date is going to come out for that. This year, though, for Final Fantasy 15, they're going to say a release date for it for sure. They're going to have an official release date sometime this year for Final Fantasy 15. That is confirmed for sure. For sure, it's not going to be put off to a side anymore. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to take longer than Final Fantasy 15 because, you know, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 13 verses have been working on for 7-8 years now. So it kind of makes sense. And Kingdom Hearts 3 has just been, I wouldn't say it hasn't been worked on, but it hasn't been as much worked on as Final Fantasy 15. So what I'm going to say is that Final Fantasy 15 is going to come out pretty first for sure. I think Final Fantasy 15 is going to be announced at E3 this year. I don't think it's going to be announced at all in spring or anything. It doesn't seem like that at all. Honestly, I don't expect that at all. Maybe more Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers or whatever as well. But for Final Fantasy 15, I expect it to come out 2015 for sure. I'm sorry to Kupos that, you know, of course I want this game. I want this game really badly, but Final Fantasy 15, 2015, that's all I'm going to say. And knowing Square Enix, and I know what they're going to do here, it's very obvious. They're going to release Final Fantasy 15 and be like, oh, this is the year of 2015, Final Fantasy 15. They're going to do something like that. They're going to do something cheesy like that. I know it. I know they're going to do something like that. It's going to be very obvious. So that's the updates for Final Fantasy 15. And also for Kingdom Hearts 3, they talked a little bit about the Keyblade. And the Keyblade for Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be, it's going to be the Keyblade, of course, but it's going to have much more power than the Keyblade ever had before. The Keyblade, as you saw in some of the trailers, or 2 trailers, there's only been 2 trailers, for the trailers, you can see it transmate into like a gun or something, or a staff or something like that. And basically, one of the makers for Kingdom Hearts 3 basically said that the Kingdom Hearts, the Keyblade has infinite powers, and it can do a lot of stuff. That's all they said about it. So, what does this mean? Does this mean it's going to be, you know, whole different types of, like, you know, guns, maybe a shield? That'd be pretty cool, actually, a shield Keyblade, because you know in Kingdom Hearts 1 that you can pick up like the staff and the sword, or not the sword, but the shield and the sword as well. And you play around with that for like 15 minutes at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1. Maybe it'll be like that. Maybe the Keyblade will actually, if you're going to use magic, it's going to go into a staff form. If you're going to block attacks and have that heavy defense but still hit at the same time, have the shield. And if you're going to do major damage, you're going to have the normal Keyblade itself. Or maybe maybe a double Keyblade, you know, 2 Keyblades in one. That actually sounds pretty awesome. That sounds really awesome, actually. They should do that. But yeah, Kubos, what do you think? What do you think about the Keyblade? What do you think about, you know, transforming into all this stuff? Do you think it's going to be a little bit too much? Or do you think it's going to be a good idea? I think it's going to be a really good idea. Kingdom Hearts has not been going as long as Final Fantasy, so they can do a lot more with Kingdom Hearts. But I'm not saying that Final Fantasy 15 can't do a lot. Final Fantasy 15 is going to be a whole new, different Final Fantasy experience. Something that we have not seen before, because honestly, it's just just looking at the trailers, looking at the gameplay, because we actually seen official gameplay before, it looks completely different. The battle system is completely different. The graphics absolutely amazing. The only thing we really do not know about Final Fantasy 15 is the story. We don't know anything about Final Fantasy. Well, we know a little bit, but not enough. You know, not enough to get the hint of what the story is going. It's not like Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns. It's not like how they were giving out Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns news all the time, pretty much just giving out the story for Final Fantasy 13 Light Returns. That's basically what they were doing for Light Returns, was just giving all these hints and characters that were coming out, explaining them and everything. You know, they were giving out too much of the story before the game came out. Now, when Final Fantasy 15 is on the way, hopefully they'll give news like, you know, gameplay and stuff like that. But hopefully they won't give out too much of the story. For me, anyway, I don't want to see too much of the story because I want to experience it first hand of playing Final Fantasy 15. So, anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about the next gen of Final Fantasy. Are you ready for the next gen of Final Fantasy? It's official right now. The next gen of Final Fantasy is coming its way. We're done with this current gen because officially Lightning Returns and 10 HD has came out. So it's not here, but it's in Japan. So officially it has came out. We're done with the current gen. Now we're moving on with the next gen. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. I've been waiting for this for 6 years now. 6 years I've been waiting for this new gen of Final Fantasy, and I cannot wait. So, and oh yeah, also you let me know in the comments below what you think about the Keyblade. Oh wait, did I say that already? I think I did. I don't know, but you let me know in the comments below what you think about that Keyblade stuff. I think it's pretty cool. So anyway, Kubos, there you go. Next gen of Final Fantasy. Leave your comments below, and remember, I have 2 giveaways going on for Light Returns and 10 HD. They will be in the link in the underbar. You can go enter in right now, and the winners will be announced probably the end of January, so we get more people coming in every day, so everybody has an opportunity to, you know, get in. So anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. And that's a car passing by. Hey, the car. Oh, alright. Yeah, just make so much noise. Thank you. See you, Kubos. Kubo. See ya.